Good evening and welcome to Icu Tv Men News. Let's take a look at the stories making headlines. Zambia's former president Edgar Lungu dies in South Africa. Zambia strengthens China ties in youth, sports and arts. 5 RTSA officers arrested for alleged corruption. And in international news, Trump imposes new travel ban on 12 countries. And in sports news, Zambia under-17 women brace for tough World Cup game. And with the news and details, my name is Miriam Deborah Gamani. Zambia's 6th Republican President Edgar Lungu has died in South Africa. His daughter Tarsila Lungu confirmed the news in a statement made available to Icu TV. Tarsila Lungu states that her father has been receiving medical attention in South Africa for some time. She adds that he passed away at approximately 600 hours this morning.
Fellow Zambians, it is with profound sorrow that we announce the passing of His Excellency, Dr. Edgar Lungu, 6th President of the Republic of Zambia, who departed this morning at 06 hours at a Mediforum clinic, a center in South Africa. My father, President Lungu, had been under medical supervision in recent weeks. His condition was managed with dignity and privacy, with support from all well-wishers. In this moment of grief, we invoke the spirit of one Zambia, one nation. The timeless creed that guided President Lungu's service to our country. In time, the nation was involved to be informed of other arrangements. Thank you. God bless you.
The Information and Communications University is proud to announce that it will be celebrating its 60th graduation ceremony. We invite you to join us on December 20th at Lungu International Conference Center from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. as we honor the achievements and dedication of our graduating class. Witness the culmination of hard work, commitment, and aspirations as our graduates embark on a new chapter of their lives. Information and Communications University, driving the through for the nation in research and innovation.
I've been waiting to hear from you. And I've been watching over you. When you woke up this morning, I was ready to hear from you, but you woke up and chose to devote your time to the multitudes that couldn't be less bothered by your misery. I knew you when you took your first breath, knew you when no one else did. I stood by you on your first day of school, and stood by you when you felt burdened by the troubles of this world. I knew you, my child, and I was there for you through it all. I've been watching over you, and I've been listening as you speak. When you wake up each morning, I wait and listen, hoping you would let me in on the plans you have set for the day. Why won't you just let me in and have me be a part of your life? Cause my child, I've been watching, hoping that you will invite me in and let me be there with you every step of the way, trusting that I know what's best for you and would never lead you astray. I've been listening to every little wish you make, and I've been waiting on you though, waiting for you to finally finish those public charades you pull in my name so that we can finally have a heart-to-heart, you and I, waiting for you to welcome me into that very heart you've already deemed irredeemable so that I may renew it, waiting for you to finally listen to all the things I say to you on a daily basis, the pleas, the warning, the advice. My child, I am still waiting. Holding on to the fear of losing you, I wait and wait and wait, hoping that you'll be ready though before it is too late. Cause my child, I've been listening listening to you make wishes about how you want to be rich by 24, made by 26, and crowned best of the best by 30, wondering how exactly you think you've got it down all on your own. I've been listening, waiting to hear the part where you finally mention my name. The part where you mention that you're gonna trust me. The part where you shout, I have a Father in heaven who will guide me through it all, clearing the path before it is even in sight and illuminating it so my feet may not falter. A Father who will not only show up, but show off with me. I am still waiting with the hope that you'll be ready before it is too late. Let me in so that we can finally have that heart-to-heart, you and I, waiting with the hope that you'll be ready before it is too late. But I'm still waiting.
Good evening and welcome to Icu TV Men News. Let's take a look at the stories making headlines. Zambia's former president Edgar Lungu dies in South Africa. Zambia strengthens China ties in youth, sports and arts. 5 RTSA officers arrested for alleged corruption. And in international news, Trump imposes new travel ban to 12 countries. And in sports news, Zambia under-17 brace for tough World Cup group. With the news and details, my name is Miriam Deborah Gamani. Zambia's 60th Republican President Edgar Lungu has died in South Africa. His daughter Tarsila Lungu confirmed the news in a statement made available to Icu TV. Tarsila Lungu states that the father has been receiving medical attention in South Africa for some time. She adds that he passed away at approximately 1600 hours this morning.
Fellow Zambians, it is with profound sorrow that we announce the passing of His Excellency, Dr. Edgar Lungu, 6th President of the Republic of Zambia, who departed this morning at 06 hours at Medifarm Clinic, a center in South Africa. My father, President Lungu, had been under medical supervision in recent weeks. His condition was managed with dignity and privacy, with support from all well-wishers. In this moment of grief, we invoke the spirit of one Zambia, one nation. The timeless creed that guided President Lungu's service to our country. In time, the nation was involved to be informed of other arrangements. Thank you. God bless you.
Meanwhile, President Hakainde Hichilema has expressed deep sorrow over the passing of the former President Lungu, describing it as a moment of national mourning and reflection. In an official statement, President Hakainde Hichilema extended condolences to Madam Esther Lungu, Lungu family, the Patriotic Front Party, and its members, and urges the nation to come together in unity and show compassion during this difficult time. President Hichilema states that the late Edgar Lungu held once the highest office in the land, and as such deserves to be honored with dignity and respect, regardless of political affiliation. He further calls on all citizens to uphold values of peace, togetherness, and national solidarity as the country mourns its former head of state. President Hichilema further encourages Zambians to support the bereaved family and to reflect on the legacy and service of the late leader. The city of Lusaka has joined the rest of the world in commemorating World Environment Day with a strong focus on the urgent need to end plastic pollution. The event, held under the theme Ending Plastic Pollution and the slogan Greening Towards a Plastic-Free City, was graced by the mayor of Lusaka, Her Worship Ms. Chilando Chitangala, who emphasized the importance of behavior change and sustainable waste management practices. More in the following report with Yamba Margaret.
It was a lively and spirited morning in Lusaka as people from across the city marched from the Civic Center to Freedom Park in a show of unity for environmental protection. Pupils, students, non-governmental organizations, corporate partners, and civic leaders came together to raise awareness about the growing threat of plastic pollution.
That we tackle the challenges that the earth is facing. And one of them is the issue of plastic pollution. I think we can all testify to the fact that when you walk around the city, you see quite a huge chunk of litter. Okay? The question is, who is contributing to that? We are all contributing to what we are seeing.
Addressing the gathering, Mayor of Lusaka, Ms. Chilando Chitangala, reminded residents of their vital role in protecting the environment. She described plastic pollution as one of the city's biggest challenges, a human-induced problem resulting from poor waste disposal habits, particularly in residential areas. She warned that plastic waste is not only blocking drainage systems and causing flooding, but also poses serious health risks such as disease outbreaks and underground water contamination. The mayor called for a city-wide shift in mindset and stronger partners to make Lusaka cleaner and safer.
The previous speakers have spoken and have emphasized on how important it is that we must go towards ending plastic pollution. This year's World Environmental Day is being celebrated under the theme Ending Plastic Pollution with the slogan Greening Towards a Plastic-Free City. I think all of us will agree that this theme has come at the right time because this city, Lusaka, has been grappling with plastics for a very, very long time. From the sketch that we had, we heard how people throw plastics in drainages, and what happens when that happens, when they throw plastics in drainages? Drainages are blocked when we have rains. We see a very filthy city full of plastics in drainage. Is that what we want to continue saying? No, because this comes with a lot of challenges, a lot of issues, including disease.
The commemorations were also marked by cultural performances, including poetry, traditional dances, and drama, all reinforcing the day's environmental message in creative and engaging ways. As Lusaka intensifies efforts to combat plastic pollution, the mayor has called for long-term collaborations beyond World Environment Day. It's now up to every resident to turn commitment into action. Yamba Margaret, Icu TV News in Lusaka.
President Hakainde Hichilema has commissioned the phase 3 expansion of Hitachi construction machinery Zambia, which doubles the warehouse size to boost parts storage and reduce production delays. The move enhances Hitachi's capacity to meet rising demands across the SADC region. Hitachi Zambia's President Takuji Tagawa and Hitachi Africa President Takesa reaffirmed their commitment to Zambia's growth through innovation under the One Hitachi approach. President Hichilema praised the investment as a key step in driving economic growth, infrastructure development, and job creation.
Such investments, 100 at a ticket of $40 million. How much money would come into this country? Great. $4 billion. Just 100 of these. That should be our aim. Minister of Commerce, all of us here, Minister of Mines, we mobilize ZAM President, my colleague, my friend there. This is the kind of things we must focus on And I do remember attending a business forum in Tokyo, where we had a decent conversation, very good conversation, and the Hitachi leadership, some of them were there. We had a very good conversation, and when we see progress like this being made, we tick the box in our marketing efforts. And we must all be marketers. When you Zambians elected me into office, even before, I committed that I'll be the chief marketing officer. I'm working around marketing the country. Chief investment officer, I'm working around mobilizing investments for our country. That's why I'm putting that context. And I want to encourage us all to motivate existing investors. By the time Hitachi made a decision to invest more, they were already here. But even existing investors, we must market. We must encourage them. Market to them, encourage them to reinvest from their proceeds, their operations in the country, but also to bring additional capital which they will have mobilized out of the country. Next is technology. The walkabout we did here underscores Hitachi's movement to this investment, this location, this facility and elsewhere, and to it they've attached technology. They walked us through the floor there, how they're rebuilding engines. I'll come to that. How they're testing. Technology is at the core.
Honorable Elvis Sinkandu is in China to boost a bilateral cooperation in youth empowerment, sports development, and creative industry. His visit builds upon President Hakainde Hichilema's visit in 2024, aiming to transform diplomatic goodwill in tangible development outcomes. Minister Nkandu has engaged with several Chinese companies and government institutions, including Feiyi Energy, a solar solutions firm, a leading motorbike manufacturing plant, and Haiger Bus Company, with which Zambia has previously collaborated. Discussions have focused on sourcing affordable sports equipment, exploring investments in the arts sector, and identifying partners for youth entrepreneurship and skills development. A notable initiative includes potential solar technologies installations at National Hero Stadium and Levi Manawasa Stadium, aiming to reduce energy costs and promote green energy solutions. Accompanied by Permanent Secretary Mr. Kangwa Chileshe and other senior officials, the delegation seeks to convert these engagements into concrete projects that uplift young Zambians and enhance the growth of sports and creativity in the country. Let's take our first break. Stay tuned for more news.
Welcome to the Zambia Research and Development Center, an institution dedicated to national development through capacity building and community development. Established in 2007 by a group of professionals and lecturers, ZRDC has since become a hub of research and innovation in the country. Registered with the Ministry of Home Affairs under the Registrar of Societies, ZRDC pursues cutting-edge research to address pressing social and economic challenges. Get involved. ZRDC engages in activities that stimulate international collaboration, promote knowledge sharing, and make research expertise available to decision makers. Our mission at ZRDC is to foster innovation and capacity building for national development. We believe in addressing poverty and underdevelopment through institutional and capacity building, human empowerment, and gender participation. In our quest to foster innovation and capacity building for national development, ZRDC launched the ZRDC University Sponsorship for Capacity Building and Development Program to facilitate knowledge advancement among ZRDC researchers and those intending to join the research community. Qualified Zambian citizens can pursue education at credible universities in Zambia with guaranteed prospects of joining the ZRDC research community. ZRTC engages in industrial and technological research, covering research development and innovative investigations to drive dynamic industrial development at national and regional levels. Join us at the Zambia Research and Development Center as we continue to innovate, empower, and shape a brighter future for Zambia. ZRDC, fostering innovation and capacity building for national development. Welcome to the
Anti-Corruption Commission (SEC) has arrested 5 officers from the Road Transport and Safety Agency (RTSA) for allegations of soliciting and accepting bribes. The suspect, identified as Registrar Clerk Janet Chisha, Examiner Joe Banda, Road Traffic Inspector Rhoda Chiesu, and Constance Masupele and Kashia Lia Kunda, have been released on bond and expected to appear in court soon. ACC Director General Daphne Chubu announced the arrest during a joint media briefing in Lusaka, emphasizing the Commission's commitment to combating corruption within public institutions. RTSA Chief Executive Officer Amon Mwemba stated that the agency is conducting internal investigation and will dismiss any officers found guilty of misconduct. This arrest came amid broader effort to address corruption in Zambia's public sector. The 2024 Zambia Bribe Payers Index revealed a significant increase in bribery, with RTSA identified as one of the top institutions where bribery is prevalent, recording a 35.4% likelihood of individuals paying bribes to public officers. The Food and Agriculture Organization has donated 40 waste bins valued at 68,000 kwacha to the Zambia's Ministry of Green Economy and Environment to support efforts in combating plastic pollutions. Representative Susie Philippine highlighted the environmental and agricultural risk posed by plastic waste, particularly microplastics, contaminating soil and food systems. Minister Mike Imposha urged producers and importers to rethink materials designed to reduce single-use plastics, emphasizing the need for sustainable waste management practices. This donation aligns with the organization's broader initiatives to promote sustainable agriculture and environment conservations. The Minister of Local Government and Rural Development, Honorable Gifty Sialuvalu, has dismissed claims that the government has allowed marketeers to forget designated market and trade on the streets. Speaking during a press briefing held today, Mr. Sialuvalu clarified his recent remarks at Kulima Tower were misinterpreted. Mr. Sialuvalu emphasized that the government position remains firm, street vending is not supported, and traders are encouraged to remain in designated trading areas. Mr. Sialuvalu further notes that this is no justification for marketeers to abandon their allocated trading spaces in favor of street vending. He says ongoing constructions works at Simon Mwewa Market are a part of government's broader plan to create adequate and organized trading spaces for all vendors. Mr. Sialuvalu also announced plans to convene an emergency meeting with vendors and the Lusaka City Council to address the concerns arising from the street to find lasting solutions. He reiterated its commitment to orderly trading and restoring sanity in the Central Business District, urging all stakeholders to work together in maintaining law and order. You're still watching Icu TV Man News. We take our first break. More to come in international.
The Information and Communications University is driving the thrill for the nation in research and development. Enroll now for full-time and distance programs in the School of Engineering, Humanities, Business and Education. To apply, visit our website at www.icuzambia.net or call us on +260 211 221 662 or 0966 342 359. Sponsorship is available. Enroll now.
And in international news, President Donald Trump signed an executive order banning entry into the United States for citizens of 12 countries, including Iran, Libya, Somalia, and Yemen. The order, citing national security concerns, also imposed partial restrictions on travelers from 7 additional nations, such as Cuba. Set to take effect on 9th June, the ban includes exemptions for certain groups, including dual nationals and athletes participating in major sporting events. This move marks a significant expansion of Trump's immigration policies in his second term, echoing similar measures from his first term. And still in international news, reports from Palestinian media indicates that the Israel settlers carried out an arson attack in the village in the occupied West Bank, setting fire to homes while families are still inside. The incident has raised alarm over escalating tensions and violence in the region. Authorities are investigating the attack as concerns grow over the safety of Palestinian residents amid ongoing disputes. No official statement has been released yet regarding casualties or arrested. The attack underscores the fragile security situation in the West Bank and urgent need for peaceful dialogue. We take a short break. Stay tuned for sports news.
The Ministry of Education had a successful uniform day. This is just to say thank you. Gratitude goes to the Minister of Education, Honorable Douglas Munsaka Siakalima, for your leadership and for allowing the Directorate of Human Resource and Administration, in collaboration with the Communications Unit, to host this day. To the Permanent Secretary, Administration, Ms. Mariana Muneku, for giving us wings, fly high, and for believing in us. To the Permanent Secretary, Educational Services, Mr. Joe Kamoko, for giving us Ichimwela. To the Permanent Secretary, Information and Media, Mr. Tabo Kawana, for always supporting us. To the former Vice President, Dr. Neves Mumba, thank you for wearing your uniform. We are greatly humbled. Special thanks go to Zambia Education Programs Coordination Unit for meeting us at our point of need. To all the directors at the Ministry of Education, the CEOs of our statutory bodies, the heads of units, the PEOs, devs, and all members of staff, thank you. To the thousands and thousands of head teachers across the country that took part. To our biggest sponsors, the Zambia National Building Society and the Zambia Industrial Commercial Bank, you made us shine. To our other sponsors, Zanaco, Healthy Learners, Digital Optical, Awanachi, Jack and Jill, and Buffalo Bicycles, we wouldn't have done it without you. To the media houses, Information Communications University, Icu TV, for promoting Uniform Day, for all that posting, editing, and filming before, during, and after. Thank you. To Zenise for covering us countrywide. To Hot FM, ZNBC TV 1 and 2, ZNBC Radio 1, 2, and 4, Diamond TV, Prime TV, Zambia Daily Mail, Times of Zambia, The Real Times, among other media platforms, for the heavy promotion and coverage of the event. To great influencers like K+, Chela Katwishi, Man44, Abo Chungu, Cosmos, Limbani, and Mozegeta, so many of you spreading the word, thank you. To our cooperating partners, professionals in the civil aviation, APSA and other banks, NWASCO, local government, judiciary, ShopRite, NGOs, and the clergy for putting on the school uniform in solidarity with us. You rock! And finally, to the people of Zambia for the enthusiasm and overwhelming response. Thank you for all the posts and for putting Zambia Kuchalo!
And in sports news, Zambia's under-17 women's national team coach Carol Kanyemba has acknowledged the challenges of the FIFA Under-17 World Cup Morocco 2025 Group F draw, which includes Japan, New Zealand and Paraguay. Having first Japan in the previous tournament, Kanyemba emphasizes the need for early preparations and hard work to improve upon their last performance. The tournament is scheduled to take place in Rabat from October 17th to November 18th, 2025. But before we leave, let's take a look at the stories that made headlines. Zambia's former president Edgar Lungu dies in South Africa. Zambia strengthens China ties in youth sports and arts. 5 RTSA officers arrested for alleged corruption. And in international news, Trump imposes new travel ban on 12 countries. And in sports news, Zambia under-17 press for tough World Cup group. Thank you so much for watching Icu TV Men News. For more updates, stay tuned to Icu TV Facebook page and our website at icutvzm.com. Good night and God bless.